Tonight on Collective Stupidity. Samuel denies reality.
I'm already an incel. I don't need more cells in my life. And I'll just leave True Cell alone.
Robert is reduced to atoms.
If your dip isn't with you at the door the second you enter, you will be turned into a red mist.
This man is serious about the dip.
And Dominic prepares for winter.
I had to dig in my trunk, and I had to get out a screwdriver and a mallet and like chisel out.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Collective Stupidity podcast. We're doing fantastic here today, all four of us. I hope you guys are doing well at home. And I have for the three of you, I have a question. The people want to know. The world wants answers. Do you guys, on occasion, touch the buttons on your phone with your nose?
Yes.
Not my phone, but my watch.
Why would you ever need to do this?
Well, because on my watch, if I want to touch it to like turn it on and see what the time is, sometimes like my hands are full, or like my right hand is full, and I can't necessarily touch the watch that's on my left wrist without like disgustingly contorting my hand. So I just have to use my nose to see the time.
Retweet.
Gotcha. Now, the watch makes sense because that's attached to your appendage. I don't understand why you would touch your phone with your nose.
Well, allow me to explain. Dom, would you like to explain?
I mean,
allow me to explain. All right, Dominic, it's all you.
I mean, I do on occasion use my nose to touch my phone, but it's not out of necessity. It's just because I'm a freak of nature. I'm laying in bed. I'm like, you know what? Enough scrolling with my thumb. I'm going to doom scroll with my nose.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what I do. It's like usually it's whenever it's like cold out, and I'm under my little blankie, and I need to like.
On occasion, like when it's cold out and I'm outside, heaven forbid, I have to wear like 5 layers of gloves, and you can't operate a phone. Yeah. So I'll do the password and operate a phone with my nose.
Lizard, yes.
Yeah. It turns out I actually am just like an alligator, I'm one of those. Have you seen those videos of those iguanas in Florida, by the way? Oh, hold on.
I knew he's gonna find a way to bring it back to Florida.
Yeah. Sorry. This is my last one, and then I'll shut up for the days. I gotta. So in Florida, iguana is a invasive species. They hate them down. They're all over the place, right? Mm-hmm. But they're also cold-blooded. So they just had a cold snap, right? And so they all like go into dormant froze and they fall out of trees, and people just collect them.
Oh yeah.
Take them to the county.
Yeah, I know exactly.
That's a good way to get. That's a good way to get rid of an invasive species. Just make it like incredibly. They just need to like put a giant air conditioner on the state.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Little do they know, global climate change, all to get rid of the iguana problem in
all to get rid of the iguanas. It makes up for all of it.
Yeah.
Here's a CBS News article that talks about it.
Yes, because I want to read the news article on my day off.
Yeah, it's a very true.
You are such a character. You know that, Calvin?
Is that a compliment?
No.
I have to read on my day off.
That man is manhandling about 15 iguanas.
Yeah, all at once. Yeah,
he's just walking around the yard collecting them like they're fucking sticks.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They take them to the county too.
Are they dead?
I'm quoting, to be put asleep. Yeah, no, they're dormant. They get too cold and they kind of like
dormant.
They just kind of go into like hibernation.
Implying
they go into shock pretty much.
Implying that like once they get into this man's shed or wherever he takes them, they're just gonna rise one day.
Well, he's taking them. Most of the counties in Florida said, if you bring us your iguanas, we'll take care of them. And I'm using that term.
Do you get paid?
No, they're gonna kill them.
Oh, that's lame.
They take them behind the
my
shed
tax
and shoot
dollar.
them.
So great. Now my tax dollars are going into killing iguanas.
I mean, they do wreak havoc on the environment. Like, it's a complete invasion.
Just shove them in a cannon and then point that cannon to the nearest country that they're indigenous to.
Right.
Oh my god.
Right.
Just get a giant lizard cannon, right? And point that shit straight to Venezuela.
Yeah, where are iguanas? Let's calculate this right now. The exact like trajectory, force, and so on to launch iguanas back to their home country.
I gotta say,
Tropical
America.
regions.
So yeah, you would be shooting it
Yeah.
to Venezuela.
All right, so let's just collectively gather all the iguanas to like Tampa Bay, shove them into a cannon, and then launch them into. So let's just launch them into Mexico. It'll be their issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, that's
Right.
actually
Do that.
smart because it's we can't build a cannon long enough to reach Venezuela, but we can build a cannon long enough to daisy chain it into other countries, and they can do the same thing until it reaches Venezuela.
Until it
Right,
reaches
it's-
Venezuela.
Yeah.
It's like the Donkey Kong games when you have to jump into a cannon bill and it blasts you into like 5 other bills at once. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I co-signed that. All right, so
I'd co-sign
that's
the
my
lizard
iguana.
cannon.
Anyways,
your
back
iguana.
to using your phone with your nose.
Yeah, Sam, do you not do that?
Do I
How
not?
the fuck did we get to this?
Do you not? You don't
Very
touch.
good question.
You don't
I
touch
don't touch
phone
my
with
No.
nose? Why not?
no. Well, because if I'm so fucking cold that I can't use my arms, I'm not grabbing or reaching or looking
It's
at
not that
anything.
you can't. It's just that
That's not the doom scroller mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a doom scroller mindset. I'm very cautious.
See,
about
this
the
is
doom
how
scroller
we.
mindset.
This is how I know you're not a true cell, because
Uh,
you don't have. You just don't have the chutzpah required to make it, kid.
As a
I'm
true, listen,
sorry to say.
I'm already an incel. I don't need more cells in my life, and I'll just leave true cell alone.
No, okay.
Then it's Cell from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, let me get this straight. I'm already an incel. I don't need more cells in my life. Samuel J.
That's-
Robinson.
That is a hell of a quote, and it is going in my quote book. But I mean, wow.
I don't know if that's the correct use of the word incel, but I like you using
No,
the
it
word
is.
cell.
It is. It's just rather concerning that he would out himself like that publicly.
What the fuck? What is a true cell exactly? The word
I'm
cell.
imagining like a plant animal cell. I'm imagining that kind of cell.
That is definitely not what he's talking about.
That's not what a true cell is. I can
Define
The
true
kind of
cell.
cell that requires a mitochondria.
allow me
You know?
allow me to explain what a true cell is.
Yes,
Robert,
please
do
do.
you want to tell him?
Allow me to explain. Passes it to Robert immediately, and he's
What?
not going to do it.
Oh, I didn't realize you were talking to me. I thought you were talking to Sam.
No, I'm gonna explain what a true cell is, but do you want to just tell him what a
True incel.
this joke has backfired.
True incel. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna be so dead ass, Jacob. I didn't hear the term true cell until last night. Is it just somebody who's really good at being an incel?
Yes,
Is it just like a pro incel?
Essentially, yes. Pro league incel.
Oh, it's
Well,
Okay.
I mean, it's. Are we asking what a true incel is or what an incel is? Because I know what an incel is.
A true cell. I believe,
True cell.
if my knowledge does not betray me, it's just like a really high level incel.
so.
An
what you're saying
incel,
is-
for
like
those who
Elon
don't
Musk.
know, yes, exactly. He is definition.
Elon Musk is a true cell.
yes.
A true cell.
An
Incel is short for involuntary celibacy.
Yes.
Should sum it up pretty well.
But it's not the fact that they haven't had sex so much as they are repulsive and disgusting, and that's why they
That nobody
haven't had-
wants to have sex with them.
Exactly. Yes. So technically, most young people are incels, but they're not all incels. If you catch my drift, you know what I mean. It's in all.
I was called an
squares-
incel in high school.
It's in all squares or
Right.
rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares situation.
Got
if
it.
you will.
Unfortunately, your drift went right past me. I did not catch it.
Are you?
Just one more time.
Are you okay? So
Are you dead ass?
let me break this
dead ass?
down.
Let me
So
break it
your
down for you, Mark.
simple-
It's one more time, right? So,
Tiny mind can understand.
So
it.
involuntary celibacy, right? Someone's
Sure.
celibate, but they don't want to be celibate, but
Sure.
they're being because I don't know, they're having a very tough time finding.
They
someone,
get
right?
no game.
They get
Right,
no
right,
That's
game.
what it
that-
can be said.
That is an
because they're-
incel, and then an extreme version of this is also called the same thing, an incel. Or
True cell.
walk me through this.
True-
I need your
Okay,
knowledge. Here.
So
Enlighten me.
an
Enlighten me.
incel is someone who is involuntarily celibate, but not
Right.
just because they haven't had sex. it's more to do with them being a disgusting, repugnant, repulsive person, right?
Yeah, well, that's why it's called involuntary, right? Involuntary means they want it, but they don't have it.
Yes,
right?
but
It's like they did not choose to. It's been placed upon them. It's involuntary.
yes, but it's very important to make the distinction that it's not just because they haven't had it and they want to. It's that because they can't, because they're horrible people. That's an important distinction to make.
I feel like this is a really, really easy concept to grasp here.
But yet we're
It
talking.
is, but like in my head, I still feel like you're describing in two different ways the same thing.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes. That is,
okay.
That is exactly what's happening.
Right.
So that's an incel, right? And a true cell is like maybe 2 steps above that.
Right. Okay.
And that's really all you need to know.
That makes sense. I thought you were trying to do like an incel is involuntary, but a true cell is voluntary celibacy.
No, that's
and I was
just
say, like,
that's
buddy,
just
that already
like
has a
monk.
name. That's called a Catholic priest.
Yes, exactly.
You don't gotta worry about that. That one's already named.
Yes. But yes, that is the difference between those two things. Anyways, back to touching phone buttons with your nose. Sam, why don't you?
How the fuck do we keep getting to so many different things from touching your phone with your nose?
Once Sam's done, I have a little story to tell you about touching my phone with my nose.
Yeah, Sam. Why don't you partake in this?
Why don't I partake in this?
Yes.
I'm just not that. I don't love my phone like that. Me and my phone have a very professional relationship, and I don't want to touch him inappropriately with other. Okay.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Well,
Fake cell.
Fake cell. Fake cell. Fake cell.
Fake cell. He gets pussy.
We've been infiltrated by a fake cell. No.
Jesus. Why? Because I don't feel the need to touch my phone with my face?
Yes.
Why would
Everyone, Samuel Philip Robinson is a fake cell.
Don't we all have this desire at least once or twice?
We
it's like
all
what do as a teenager, right? Do you know what it's like? It's like when in that episode of Top Gear when Jeremy Clarkson puts toothpaste in his testicles. It's like everyone does so much when they're a teenager and see what it's like.
Yes.
It's the same kind of vibe.
Yes.
You know what I should do that live on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely should.
Put toothpaste on my testicles.
Yeah, go do it now. You've got the opportunity right here.
Yeah, I could, but like I'm really comfy and my cat's sitting next to me, and I don't think this cat would appreciate watching me put toothpaste on my testicles.
So speaking of putting noses on phones,
that was an interesting. That was a bold segue.
Thank you. Not my current phone, but my previous phone was a Galaxy Note, and it had a fingerprint sensor on it.
Sure.
And I got curious one day of what other, it'll take your fingerprints, it'll take your thumb. What else does it take? And so I,
oh boy.
So I poked it in my big toe into the phone, and it did. And then I tried doing my nose, and it would take my nose. It would accept it as a fingerprint, but I would never unlock the phone with my nose. Maybe it's too smooth. But has anyone else ever tried this? Anyone else ever tried using your toes as a thumb?
Never once in my life.
Using a body part other than my finger on the fingerprint scanner. I can't say I've done that.
Right.
Yeah,
And I almost gets me wondering what other things I could do. Like my phone has like the Face ID now, and I almost wonder, can I fool it with like a statue? Right? Like if I would have set the phone up to take in, like I have a statue here of Venus de Milo. If I would have get it to go off the Venus de Milo statue, I think it would take it.
Go to like the statue of Frederick Douglass in the city.
Yeah, in the city.
Yeah, and every time you want to open your phone, you have to go to that statue. You've essentially just unlocked a landline that can text.
Right. Because, like, right. Because I've heard stories of like people's, and they have like an identical twin, and the identical twin can get into the phone. And I've heard that. I've even heard a couple of stories of like early Face ID where like people's mothers could get in. And so I don't know how secure Face ID actually is. It probably is pretty secure, but I'm certainly wondering if I could fool it.
It's probably less secure than it could be, to be completely honest. But
to be fair, most things are less secure than they could be.
That is true, which is why I just opt for no security, which is less of a hassle.
Yeah, I leave my car unlocked everywhere I go.
This is why I just give up. You know what? Every window in my house open, no glass. You just walk right in.
This is why I just
why even try?
If at first you don't succeed, quit.
Somebody comes up and mugs me, I fucking give them everything I own. You want my coat? I want my shoes. You want my shoes? Go ahead.
You offer the shoes.
You want my shoes?
Solid.
You want these too? Doing steal one, get one.
Steal one,
Doing
get
steal one, steal the other one. We're doing steal one, steal the
I'll
other
help
one.
you break into that bank. Let me just get my balaclava on really quick.
You carry
For a
around a
limited
balaclava and a gun specifically in case someone asks
in
you to
case,
rob a
just in
bank.
In case somebody robs you and then recruits you to rob a bank.
Just in case.
God.
You
Just
gotta
in
be ready. You
case.
gotta be prepared.
Gotta be prepared. And for a limited time, I will give you, that's right, my social security number.
For a limited time only.
Somebody starts robbing you and then you go,
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's not your social security number, right? You just made that up.
this is not my
Okay.
let me make sure let me double check.
Robin's social security number is clearly and nothing else.
Yes.
The 7
That's
number.
accurate. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely not like, 26009953.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay, now Sam.
Hey.
Now Sam, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah. Feel
That
free.
number that
Yeah.
you just read, is that your social security number?
It's not.
Is that a number you
Mine.
made
No,
up?
it shouldn't
Social
be.
security
Sam's social
number.
security number is 9271050402.
You son of a bitch.
Is that actually his social
No,
security
that's
number?
a joke. That's
Okay. Because I'm not.
That's a
I
good joke.
want to make it clear. Unless you tell me right now, I'm not censoring any of these numbers.
No.
One, I just looked it up. Those first 3 numbers are the first 3 numbers of my social security number.
Are they actually?
Oh,
Are they
okay.
actually?
We'll bleep those ones.
Yeah.
Oh
I just did
my
it
God.
completely by completely by coincidence.
Well, aren't you glad I checked?
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, does every social security number start with that? Because I know with like some banks, all the cards start with like the same number,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
and then the string
Now-
of number afterwards is not
I
it.
think it's different now, but different for like newborns now. But I know like on my social security number, and anyone about my age or older, for example, Sam, who's older,
Yeah.
has.
To
Sorry, there was a
put it
joke there,
mildly.
but I didn't say it. So I dropped it.
Sam,
The
who
social
is
security
an
number-
ancient fuck?
Yeah. Sam, who was there at the founding of the social security system. The numbers are not secure because they aren't really meant to be identity. They just kind of became identity over time. So we don't really do any sort of government issued ID apart from Social Security. And so if you take your current Social Security number, right, and this is talking for like people with older numbers, and subtract 1 number from it, that's someone who's born in a hospital probably the exact same day you were. Like they just count up, right? It's something like what is it? The first 2 are like regions in the United States. The middle 3 are the particular hospital or maybe particular town, and then the final 4 just count up. Like it's not very secure.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not.
Well,
It's not very secure.
that's fucking great.
So you're telling me that if I go 1 number up, I'll steal somebody's identification
Yeah,
or somebody's
let me pull
identity.
up the actual numbers here. Social Security
This is important
number
information.
breakdown.
Yeah. So,
for the future.
to any of our Collective Stupidity listeners that are actively trying to commit fraud,
Yeah.
just
Take notes.
take notes here. This is really key stuff.
All right, here we
Bring it.
go. The 9-digit. This is pulled from the official Social Security website here. The 9-digit SSN prior to 2011. So anyone born before 2011. The first
Me.
3 digits are the area number. It's like it's a region. The second 2 digits are the group number, which is more specific. And then the last 4 digits just count up in succession.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, now that I think about it, though, is it that big of a deal if it's that simple to get somebody else's social security number?
It's
Oh, it gets better.
it's not a small deal.
Prior to
Oh.
1972, cards were issued in local social security councils and not by the federal government. Which means if you were born before 1972, you might have a security number with a completely different pattern. Meaning there's no way to standardize it.
Well, damn. All right.
Oh.
Fuck. Like I said,
You guys know how to steal somebody's identity?
I'm down.
actually, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, so,
would love to.
Social
He's gonna be Who's gonna be our first lovely
I-
victim?
Um,
Wait, can we steal each other's identities?
that would be a fun
it's
Let's
social
see.
experiment. We each trade social
would be
security
fun.
numbers for a month.
I'll put all of our names into a hat, and then we pick names out of
pull
the
out.
hat. For like,
It's
oh,
like
I
keys
got
at a party. You just put it on a
Dominic.
fishbowl and he picks them out. Yeah.
I get Robert Calhoun's social security and I take excessive amounts of loans for gambling.
Yeah, let's just see. Let's see whose life we can fuck up the most.
Whose credit score can get the lowest?
Will we reach the
Yep.
single digits?
Will we reach the
I don't
single digits?
I don't even think it goes that low. But if anyone was going to find a way,
We're gonna go where no man has
has
been
gone
before.
It hit me if the dear listeners, if you listen to this podcast and your social number begins and ends with 1 and has 1 digit, let us know.
Yeah, let's find the first
Send it in.
social security number.
Perfect.
I
Oh,
approve of this
God.
plan. I approve of this plan.
All of this from tapping your phone with your nose. We're doing.
We
great
really
things.
did
This is a
get some
generational-
great things from this little opener. I didn't expect it to really get this far, but
Yeah,
we've-
this opener's gonna be like half the fucking episode.
it's done numbers.
It's done numbers.
But I think it is time we move
Oh.
on.
Oh,
from
you're not gonna believe
graduated.
this. There's a record of the first social security number. I
is
just
there?
gave it a Google. This is off the Social Security, like the government webpage, right?
Sure.
The first official social security number was issued on December 1st, 1936. And the first block of 1,000 given out. That number was 055-09-0001. 055-09-10001. And it belonged to a John D. Sweeney Jr. from New
John's-
Rochelle, New York.
John Security.
John Security.
John Social.
God's social.
It's John
Good
S.
Lord.
Security.
John S. Security.
Oh, he was one of
God.
the first. It says that it would have been impossible to try and identify the first card typed in one of the first 1,000 to go out. But this particular record of this guy, John Sweeney, was the son of a wealthy factory owner, had grown up
Was
in
the
15
second
Winchester
one
County.
was the second one married number?
Married number.
Previously on the cruise chronicle. Fuck, I have to remember what I spoke about in the last one.
Ugh.
The state of North Carolina stinking.
Mm-hmm.
Almost getting arrested in Virginia.
Mm.
Right.
And I don't know, the ship almost blew over.
Right.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Monday.
Yep.
The first thing that I really take note of is the fact that I'm in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, which means I have no internet, which means I can't doom scroll on Instagram.
Oh my
No,
God.
no. What are you gonna do?
Oh Lord, not the doom scrolling.
So, really, nothing I could do about that. So, me and Schmiegel watch a movie.
Uh-huh.
We watch a movie about a friend group who plays tag for a whole month every year for the last 30 years. So it's
Mhm.
just a continuous game of tag for an entire month,
Right.
and then the game ends, and then the start of the same month the next year, they just keep playing.
Sure.
And I think we should do something like that. I'm gonna make this an actual bit now.
You want us to
So-
play tag over the course of like a month?
For the next 30 years, yes. So we go to get breakfast. Portions are really small at breakfast because we went to the main dining hall where we have dinner and not the buffet.
Mm.
Portions are really small. So after that, we then go back to our rooms to get to our bathing suits because we want to go into the hot tubs. Every single hot tub on board is full.
Gotcha.
So unless we
Yeah.
crammed into a hot tub with a bunch of random people, we were not getting into a hot tub.
Mm.
So then it's hot out. It's not windy. We've gotten out of that wind tunnel in southern Florida. So we decided to go down a water slide, and we waited for 30 minutes to go down one water slide while there was a 12-year-old, or not even a 12-year-old. He was like 8, just saying 6, 7 behind us.
Ah.
for,
What?
for 30 minutes. And whenever he would stop saying 6-7, Schmiegel would turn around, look at him, and say 6-7, and then he would start saying it again.
Why?
Because he wanted to torture me.
Exactly.
But it's fine. He got his comeuppance because like 20 minutes later, he got eviscerated in a table tennis tournament.
Oh,
Oh.
worth.
There we go. Justice
So
was
worth.
served.
Yeah.
Justice was served.
So while I was laughing at him getting obliterated at table tennis, I too was getting obliterated at table tennis.
So,
But I lost worse, or I lost by a smaller margin than Schmiegel did. So
okay, so balance was restored.
yeah. And then for the remainder of the cruise, we just we kept saying that we would beat the other at a game of table tennis, and then we never played table tennis to determine that. So
Right.
as far as I'm concerned, I'm still better at table tennis.
Uh-huh.
So after table tennis, we went to the outdoor theater to watch Elf because it's Christmas time. It makes sense.
Naturally.
However, the speakers were they didn't know how to work the speakers for some reason.
Right.
The speakers were either really quiet and it was really hard to hear the movie. They were either really loud and you could only hear the movie.
Mm.
And then the speakers just stopped working. So then we were watching Elf with no subtitles on mute.
Mhm.
You know?
How much did you pay to get on this cruise again?
Well, for just the room,
Oh, well, it's the whole shebang, but sure, I'll take the room.
for just the room, it was like $900.
Ooh.
And they can't figure out speakers to play Elf.
Speakers are very complicated. You got the red wire and the white wire, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot for a multi-billion-dollar company to figure out.
God. Oh
So then
my god.
the next few hours is just everyone doing like their own thing. Schmiegel, he went up to like the top deck to like read a book and like soak in the sun.
Yay.
I went around like I went to the track and I ran around the ship. So like
Mhm.
on like the lower decks, there's like an entire like track that goes around like the entire length of the ship.
Sure.
So I did a few laps around that. After that, I went back to the room and Schmiegel was there, and then he too was having the same issue of not being able to doom scroll. So he was then doom scrolling his camera, like just his camera roll. And then after that, we got some dinner, and then we attended a Billy Joel tribute.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, that guy, he did like a lot of tributes. Like he did one for Frank Sinatra. He did one for other people. I don't know. I only went to the Billy Joel one, but he sounded really good.
Uh-huh.
Sounded really good.
There you go. Hey.
And then at the end of the night, we went to karaoke, and karaoke was a lot better than the first night because everyone was not getting and like obnoxiously intoxicated.
Mhm.
Obnoxiously intoxicated.
So the
Always a
first
plus.
people, it was these two girls that walked up and they started singing Wicked mid. But then karaoke went on an absolute tear. We had a big black lady going up and singing
Mm,
Aretha Franklin.
Uh-huh.
okay.
Then we went from that
Why is
to
that
Whitney
part
Houston.
why is that part necessary? Like,
It just is.
you didn't mention who sung Whitney Houston.
Because I don't remember.
Okay. All right.
Someone sang "I Will Survive." An Asian man, a middle-aged Asian man, sang "Don't Speak."
Why are you only noting the minorities?
Because that's all I can remember. Also, do you know "Don't Speak"? Do you know who sings in that song? A white woman, not an Asian man.
Hmm.
That's fair.
So then
That's a good
Dolly
point.
Parton to "Don't Stop Believin'," and then I wrote down Sopranos reference. Rihanna, Carrie Underwood, and then Johnny Cash.
Uh-huh.
And then I also made note the Asian guy who was singing "Don't Speak." He was just standing up there ore farming the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
and that was it. And then for some reason, I wrote down afterwards duck hunting.
Duck
hunting?
hunting. Are you
Yes.
interested in duck hunting? Is that what I'm hearing
I
here?
I have no further context behind this.
Okay.
And now we move on to Tuesday,
Just making sure.
in which I also wrote down with absolutely zero supporting context. Right off the bat, I learned that Japanese people call their friends slurs.
Well, I mean,
Really?
that's not that surprising. I do that.
Can you
I'm
give
not
us some
even
examples?
Japanese.
I have no examples.
Oh, okay. I don't know any Japanese slurs. It's not.
Yet
something I know.
I'm very excited to learn.
I lost at breakfast because we decided to split up at the buffet. I went to go find a spot, and then I didn't tell him where the spot is, and then he couldn't find me.
Hmm.
So then on this day, there was really nothing to do because it was our last day at sea before we made it back to land. So I was just working on Crashport video most of the day. And then we got so bored that we resorted to going to Star Wars trivia.
Hmm.
And the guy at Star Wars trivia was really bad with names.
Ugh,
Uh-huh.
God
Like
damn
when he
it.
said Count Dooku
Oh God.
and
See, that's very
Qui-Gon
concerning. That's incredibly
Qui-Gon
You know,
Qui-Gon
Qui-Gon Jib over there. You know.
Qui-Gon Jib.
Qui-Gon
Um,
Jinn.
Then we went to a dodgeball tournament.
Hell yeah.
And we got divided up into teams, and then during one of the games, Schmiegel says to me, he points to one of the guys currently playing and says, "Doesn't that look like Markiplier?" And I was like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, that does look like Markiplier. And I go, it does not look like Markiplier. So then we stop. They finish their game. We go out. We win our game, and then we go in, and then Markiplier, as we'll call him, goes back in to play another game.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're standing on his side, and at the start of the game, they run to the middle, everyone grabs a ball, they run back, and then he runs towards me, and he gets a couple feet away from me, and I look him right in the eyes. And damn it did look like Markiplier, but with no facial hair.
Right.
With no facial hair and just shorter hair.
Damn, okay.
That was it. And then we ended up losing the tournament, but we ended up losing the tournament to a team that lost two games in the tournament.
Uh-huh.
So we don't know. I have zero idea how that works, but the team that lost 2 games in the tournament won the tournament.
I love how
Lost.
the repeated pattern here is that the events on your really expensive cruise were managed by inept fools who
Yeah.
ruined the experience
Qui-Gon.
every time.
That is kind of how cruises work, though, just to be fair as a whole.
Oh my god! Hold on. Side note, I just got a
Yeah.
text from because tonight's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And I'm going over to house. Sorry, Jacob, you're just gonna have to
Just
bleep
gotta
his
deal
name.
with it.
Yeah.
He texted me because I said I'd bring my 7-layer dip because he's hosting. He
Nice.
said he texted Calhoun, if your dip isn't with you at the door the second you enter, you will be turned into a red mist.
This man is serious about the dip.
Gotta respect the dip.
He said he straight up told me this is the only reason why I'm hosting is so I can have your dip.
Okay.
So there's a lot of pressure on me. Okay, anyway, back to it. Next, I wrote, I hope it hurts when Schmiegel dies. And then in parentheses, 6-7.
Right.
Yes, of course. I see.
And then afterwards, I kind of go on a schizophrenic crash out because there was a disaster with the ATVs.
Oh no.
So we got a letter the night before, like that night, the night before we were to go on to land and go on to our ATV excursion, that it had been canceled.
Oh.
And that we would be refunded an onboard credit for another excursion. But the thing is that all the other excursions remaining fucking suck.
Right.
So we made a plan. We go to sleep immediately, and then in the morning, when we wake up and we go right down to the excursion desk and we kill them all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
That's the only appropriate response.
And so
Reasonable.
that's
We know
what
we're
I.
all
So
reasonable.
that's what I did. So that's Wednesday.
You killed him?
We
You
we
killed
did get told
Yeah.
at the excursion desk
Keep up,
that we get refunded an onboard credit, but if we don't spend it by the end of the cruise, the money gets sent back to us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So our plan, getting off of the ship in Mexico, was to really just go fuck ourselves because we didn't know what there was to do nearby because we weren't planning on doing anything other than like the ATVs on land.
Sure.
So we hail a cab. It's like $10 for all of us to ride,
W.
and they drive us 5 minutes away. We're crammed into like a 16-person cab, and I'm all the way in the back. No windows, very weak AC. Hey, get off of that. Sorry, my cat's fucking around.
Yeah.
I thought he was yelling at
We
me.
I can't breathe in the back of this van. Then we
Okay.
get to the beach, and it's actually a really nice beach. It's right next to like a bunch of like stores for like souvenirs. It's like a little private beach at a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And the food, I actually really liked the food, and I also really liked the alcohol.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
So I had
goes
at
without
this
saying.
beach, I had a margarita, 2 pina coladas, and half of whatever my mom was drinking before we
Right.
left.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, these weren't like in like just like your like standard like sized glass. No, these were like in those fishbowl glasses.
Yeah.
Those like huge fucking things. So needless to say, I was going through it.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also saw in a cabana right next to us Markiplier at the beach.
No.
And me and Schmiegel the entire time were like, oh my god, it's him. It's him. Because on a major cruise, there's like 6,000 people on the ship. You aren't really expecting to see the same person twice unless you've gone with a person. You don't expect to see everyone more than once.
Sure.
Especially on land, anybody could have gone anywhere. What are the odds that this guy that we've already seen before is 3 feet away from us at a beach, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
5 miles away from the ship?
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
we make note of it. We're like, oh, cool. And then a lot of people go down to like the water to like either get a tan or like just enjoy the water. And I go down at one point, and because I was helping my sister up from her seat because she still has a broken ankle, and I bumped into a little kid behind me. I knock him down. I help him up. I'm like, you okay, buddy? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then he walks back to his cabana, and it's Markiplier's kid that I knocked over.
Ooh, that's
So if he
rough.
wasn't
Nothing
stopping
into
you,
nothing. So I played Markiplier in dodgeball,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
yeah.
and then I lose, and then I knocked over his kid.
Oh, jeez, man. Did he tell you to unsubscribe?
Did you tell you to subscribe? Like, you just unsubscribe right now, buddy. Unsubscribe.
So a couple hours later, we finally get back to the ship. Everyone's drunk as hell, so we all decide we're just all just gonna go to our rooms and take a nap. Me and Schmiegel do. I watch the original Guardians of the Galaxy, and
Sure.
I gotta say, I forgot how good that movie was.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, I fell asleep like halfway through the movie. At like 7:30, I said that I woke up feeling drunk and hungover at the same time,
W.
Oh,
and I'm not sure how
okay.
that's possible.
Well, if anyone was going to find a way, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah,
be
right,
me.
yeah.
You're
It would be
breaking
you.
grounds there with your science. You're breaking grounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay, now we're on to Thursday. Schmiegel used the worst alarm ever to wake up. It's the one that's like, eh, 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 eh.
Oh, the one
You know
that
what I'm talking
sounds
about?
like what a ship alarm would sound like?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Mm.
That's what I woke up to. Because since it's Thursday, it's also our second port stop, which means we're going scuba diving today.
Mm.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
Now for
Ooh.
some reason, Schmiegel started panicking because he said that he couldn't feel his hands, and
Right.
I quote, was worried that he wouldn't be able to turn his alarm off. Not the fact
Okay.
that he can't feel his hands, but the fact that he can't stop his alarm.
Oh no, because That's quite normal. We all have days like that. We stop feeling appendages to our body. This is
Yeah.
an obvious obvious
I
common
mean,
So-
occurrence.
I do.
So I turn the alarm off. We go down to the indoor theater because that's where everyone has to meet to get off the ship. We get off the ship, and I immediately look to my right, and I see a Margaritaville.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get
Okay.
carted to where we go scuba diving, and I obviously couldn't be using my phone during this
Wait,
bit.
so hold
So
on.
my neck. Go ahead.
Is the entire all that bullet point is that you saw the Margaritaville?
Yes. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll become important later.
Okay.
It does become
Remind me,
important.
I got a Margaritaville story to tell at the end of this.
Sure.
Okay. So, scuba diving was a bit of a clusterfuck because I have like issues with my ears, and what they tell you to do, because when you're going underwater, there's like a lot more pressure in your ears. So what they tell you to do is they tell you to pinch your nose and just kind of like blow out, and it kind of like equalizes your ears to the pressure that you're in. The thing about my ears is that they don't really do that. So like when I'm on a plane, it's really it takes a really long time for me to adjust to the altitude change.
Uh-huh.
So of course the same thing would apply down there. So the entire time I'm just in like a shit ton of pain because I'm under like thousands of gallons of water pressurizing onto my fucking ears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not to mention, our diving instructor was also giving us really confusing instructions because since we're underwater, they gave us a set of like hand gestures so we could communicate underwater. Unfortunately, they didn't give us all of them. So when you're underwater, like the main thing they tell you is to like have your arms locked. But the way he was like trying to like uh gesture to that is just grabbing his arm. Bending his arm to grab his other arm.
Right.
Right. Okay.
And so I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're asking of me. And, since I'm underwater, I can't necessarily breathe all that well with like a breathing apparatus. I could still breathe, just not very well. And it has to be like a conscious effort to breathe.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So at one point I low key start to like panic, and I just like swam up, and then pretty much the entire rest of the scuba diving, I was just at the surface. So I basically paid extra money to go snorkeling.
Yeah, you paid to go snorkeling.
Yeah.
Right. That's what happens.
And they
Snorkeling
took
with extra
pictures. They
steps.
took photos of us, but the photos were like $50 a piece.
Oh, jeez.
I was like,
Good
I did
God.
not enjoy this enough to pay $50. I just didn't. I just didn't. Um.
Oh God.
So we go back to like the port to get back onto the ship, and me and Schmiegel, we're starving at this point because we couldn't have a breakfast.
Mm.
So then we decide to go to the Margaritaville.
Mm-hmm.
We sat down. They ask us for our drinks. We're like, okay, because the entire time we're like shooting the shit, talking about the excursion. We open the menu, look at the items, look at the prices,
Mm.
close the menu, and
Mm.
walk out.
We've
Because
all done that before, yeah.
the cheapest thing on the fucking menu was like a side salad for $15.
Nice.
Side salad for 15. Okay.
The fi-
Awesome.
So we were like,
The
okay, we're
elusive
just gonna starve for like an
$15
extra
side
10.
salad.
So we're just gonna starve for like an extra 15 minutes so we can go eat for free on board.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that other shit.
At this point in the day, I realized that I've done a lot of like the major things on the ship. So I just kind of sit around until it's time for dinner. And then we're at dinner. And Schmiegel says that he met somebody who apparently works for the NFL.
Mm.
He was at a sports bar, and he started talking to this guy, and he's like, yeah, I'm a computer analyst for the NFL. And he just learned a bunch of random shit about this guy in the span of 30 minutes. Like, his name was
Okay.
Thomas Sullivan,
Mm.
apparently. Sounds like a fake name to me, but who oh well.
It does sound like a fake
Apparently the guy did drugs in college. He also
Wow.
apparently was a bartender in college.
Wow.
name. Nice. Great
And
combination.
he went to Japan like 15 times. So,
Right.
he knows everything he needs to know about this guy.
Absolutely. That's all
Yep.
all the major highlights right there.
Yeah,
It's
right.
all
And then
made of
during
food
dinner,
groups. Yeah.
Schmiegel's bit gets cut off because then music starts playing. And then we hear clapping. And then we look over and we see all the chefs on board in a single file line walking out of the kitchen. And I'm like, oh my God, they're doing like a musical number during dinner.
Yeah.
Mind you, not a single person had gotten their food yet. So it isn't dinner and a show. It's a show while everyone's
Just the
starving.
show. Yeah.
And then
Oh,
this
God.
is when I make note. Oh, that's my food probably sitting unattended on a stove somewhere.
Yeah, like most definitely, actually.
And then it's during this that somehow my account got charged for somebody else's alcoholic drink. I don't know how the hell that happened. So then after dinner, I have to go to customer service to get that charge reversed.
Right.
Sure.
So we do, no issue. And then we go back to our room because everyone's going to bed. And then we watch The Hangover. And I gotta say, that movie is very, very funny. And I want to say, I want my bachelor party to be like that.
I mean, if you want, we could lock you on a roof and leave you there for
The
like half a day.
We could do that. I might do it anyway, just for fun.
Can my bachelor party just be the four of us go to Vegas? And then you guys spend 3 days trying to find me?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Just a glorified game of hide and seek.
Absolutely.
Maybe you steal Mike Tyson's tiger.
My only request is that you must be GoPro'd at all times. For posterity.
I have to document my fight for survival.
Yes.
Yes. You can't drink a single cup of water for the entire event. You have to.
That's an
sustain
additional
yourself.
thing, but I'm here for that too.
And then the last note is that because at this point we've left Mexico, we're heading back to the States. We have like one more day.
Sure.
Or wait, we have 2 more days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, one. I'm just brain dead. We have one more day at sea, and then we're back at the end of the cruise. But I looked, and the ship's going really fast. It's going 21 miles per hour, which is very fast for a cruise ship.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then we went to bed, and then that is the end of part 2 of the Cruise Chronicle trilogy.
Yay! We did it!
Wow.
We did
Beautiful.
it!
Wow.
Cinema.
Wow.
Who knows what'll happen next? Maybe, just maybe, something will be organized properly.
Little do we know, the ship's actually going to sink.
Little do we know the ship's going to sink.
It's going to be a huge plot twist.
Little do we know, this was actually in the year 2012, and this is actually him recounting the final days of the Costa Concordia.
Costa Concordia.
Little do we know, it was actually a cruise to Alaska. This is all just made up.
Oh my God.
Oh God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine cruise to Alaska?
People do it.
God.
People do it.
As I say, people do it. Although people mostly do it like during the summer months.
They do it in like August, man. They don't do it now.
Yeah, doing it now. That isn't a vacation. That's a fight for survival.
Yeah, that's a prison sentence.
Sadomasochism at its finest.
Yeah, sadomasochism. But
that's sadomasochism.
We've got about 10 minutes here, Dom. So if you'd like to fit your stuff into maybe 10-15 minutes,
I will attempt
space.
to. I have two bits that have occurred to me that I want to.
All right.
First one is car washes. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit terrified that the salt of the roads, because we salt our roads up here in New York, again, it's going to rot away my car. This salt dissolves cars. It's terrible.
Sure.
So I got a car wash subscription and a car wash. And can I don't know if you guys feel this way, but car washes, they're just like fun, man. I like car washes.
I agree.
Okay, so I gotta ask
Yes.
because I've never gone through a car wash.
Yes.
What's the do you just pull up, pay for the car wash, pop your car into neutral, and then?
Yeah, you get it. It's a big tunnel. It's an automatic car wash, big tunnel, and you the guy, usually some teenager, like waves you in, and you drive in. You put your car in neutral, and then
I just put my car in neutral and then take my foot off of everything.
Yeah, everything. You let go of the steering wheel.
Okay.
It pulls you along. And then there's all these giant spinning, like they look like giant spinning, like dust things.
You know those things at the bottom of like vacuums with the little bristles?
Yeah.
They look like that.
Yeah.
Those, but they're like 10 feet tall, and they just start like hitting my car.
Yeah.
Like a sea of bubbles comes at it. They go over the sides, and there's
I should
LED
take my
lights
car for
everywhere.
a car wash today.
It's just fun, and I really enjoy it. So I've been having like more car washes than I think I should be having in my car. When they actually be a detriment to my car. But the thing is, it's a car wash, right? So your car's gonna get soaked, and then because we live in Hoth and it's frozen, the water freezes. And so the other day, I pulled up to the gas pump, and I couldn't open the gas pump door to gas in my car.
Oh,
And I was like, oh no, it froze. And so I pried it open, and there was a sheet of ice over the entire.
Your whole
This is at
thing
the-
was
this-
encased in a sheet of
Yeah, and
ice.
this is at the Walmart gas pump too. So there's a line of 15 cars behind me.
Oh yeah,
So I had to
yeah,
get out.
yeah.
I had to dig in my trunk, and I had to get out a screwdriver and a mallet and like chisel. Out.
good
It
God.
didn't take too long, but
Bro had to
I
excavate
really gotta
his
think when I do
fucking
this though,
phone.
because the water gets into the door, like it gets between the door, and if it wasn't frozen, it'd be fine. It would drain like it's supposed to, but it's like 1 degree out, so it freezes within my drive home. And so I pull
Oh.
up to my driveway 20 minutes later, and I can't open my door. It's
You
frozen
can't
shut.
get out of the car.
Inside the car. So I gotta hold the latch and then slam my way into the door until it cracks open. And same thing with the trunk. And then I'll get them in the morning, and then my car is frozen shut in the morning. And I don't want to yank in my handle. The CRZs, there's a all the CRZs have bad handles. So it's a bad thing a Honda did. Is they gave them these really shitty door handles. So if you yank on it, just break, just plastic. So I gotta pry it up and then get a screwdriver between the glass and the door and just slam on it until it pops the door open.
See, now that looks like if somebody just like walks by, it looks like you're trying to break
it looks
into
like I'm
a
breaking
car.
into the car. Yeah. But
Oh my God.
if only my car was worth stealing, somebody might actually accuse me of that. But so far, I've been lucky. So, and like, I think this is also why like my clutch freezes too. My clutch freezes to the to something, and I can't start my car in the morning. I have to like loosen the gear handle and move it all over the place till my car starts. I think that's related to this too. I think I'm freezing my clutch together, but car washes are fun, and I'm not gonna stop it.
He's not going to
I was just saying-
stop after all
Stop it.
that? Are
No,
you serious?
it's
What?
a lot of fun. Car washes are fun.
I might, you know what I might do, Dominic? You've
Yeah.
inspired
Yeah.
and informed me. Because I have to go to the store after this to get the stuff for the Super Bowl tonight. I might stop and get my car washed.
I think
after
you
The
this.
should.
place I go to, it's $15 a month, unlimited washes. I go like 40 times a month. It's great. I feel like I need to point out, like the car
Situation.
freezes, but the car's gonna freeze anyway. We live in a wet climate and it's winter, so it's freezing up more now. But it's not like it was perfectly dry and beautiful before. Now the car still freezes. This is a pretty common occurrence.
Oh, it just
It's all
freezes all the
close.
time. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's doing it more now, and you can tell it's the car wash because you open it up and there's suds in the little bits of ice crystals around the door. It's like, oh, that's what happened. But,
It sounds like you're
you
going
know,
to a very.
what
It sounds
difference
like
does
you're
it
going
make?
to a very bad car wash if they aren't properly drying your car.
Oh, they've got the
Ah.
giant blow dryer thing you go through, but I think it may not be enough drying. You may be right there, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's car wash. Sometimes this is between this is between you and me, but every so often I'll put on the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack as I go through it. And then,
That's awesome.
I love that.
I endorse
alone-
that.
you know,
Yeah, I
pretend like I'm
endorse
like in a ship being attacked by a giant sea creature. Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
I like that.
So there's that. I still got some time left. I got to talk about Jimmy Buffett, right? So I went to
Oh.
the Margaritaville because Robert mentioned Margaritaville. This is a great little bit. I
Okay.
there was a Margaritaville in Syracuse at the Destiny Mall. I went there with some buds of mine the day Jimmy Buffett died.
No way.
It was complete coincidence.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was
it-
like,
it
what
comes-
were you like? Hold on, were you like in the restaurant where you found out Jimmy Buffett died?
No, we found out that morning. It was like, we got to go. We got to pay respects. But it coincided with the New York State Fair, which I was at. I was at the New York State Fair, and we were at the fair. There's like 15 of us. It's a huge group. And we go, oh my God, Jimmy Buffett died. What do we do? I bet you I think there's a Margaritaville at the mall. You want to go to Margaritaville? Yes. So we all go to Margaritaville.
Is it still
and
there?
The Destiny USA Mall Margaritaville in Syracuse has been consistently voted the worst Margaritaville in the world. It must have been true because it's now closed.
Oh, boo.
But when I went there, right, it's in the mall. You go up there. They have this giant margarita pitcher out front, right? They have all the Margaritavilles. And they had the pitcher at half mast because it was only half full of margarita juice.
Oh,
For
nice.
the damn Jimmy Buffett. So we go there. We place our orders, right? And the place is pretty busy, as you'd imagine, on the death of Jimmy Buffett.
Sure.
And we're there for a while. And when I say for a while, we're chewing the fat, but we're probably there for like an hour and a half waiting for our food.
Sure.
It's like, oh, geez. Well, it's
Just
taking
an hour and a
taking
half of waiting for your food.
Yeah, it was a
I'd kill
while. It
someone.
was a long time.
I'd kill someone. That Margaritaville's about to be mourning 2 deaths.
Right? No, it's I don't know. It's later. Right? It's past the peak hour at this point. It's maybe like 8:39, and we're there, and we don't really know what to do. There's some other people waiting too, and then we just hear this like scream from the kitchen, and, and
Jimmy Buffett has risen from the dead.
The whole time
some
they
guy
haven't been
in
working on your food, they've just been doing a necromantic chant around Jimmy Buffett's body.
Fucking A.
They made a pentagon and put like burgers and all the corners.
Yeah.
No, they put margaritas on the.
And we hear this guy in the back, and he just yells somebody to the tune of, "Why the fuck did Jimmy Buffett have to die today? What the fuck, man?" And he storms out
Oh!
of the kitchen. I'm like, oh shit! And the manager comes out, and we're like the big party. There's maybe it was the my work team from summer camp I work at, and he comes out. He goes, "Hey, your food's gonna be a while. You can leave if you want. We won't charge you." I was like, "It's okay." By the way, what happened? Well, that was our head chef. Actually, he's our only chef, and he just quit.
Wow.
Wow. I
And
wonder
the manager
if
goes, I'm also like a sous chef of some sort. I'm gonna do your food for you, and it'll be fine. But the day Jimmy Buffett died, we went to Margaritaville, and it was so traumatic for the chef. The chef quit.
well, I wonder if a 15
Left.
top with no reservation has anything to do with the fact that that tensions were a bit high.
The thing is, I reckon it did, but at that point we're in that deep, and we can do back out.
That's a good point. Oh,
So,
Jesus fucking Christ.
So to summarize, Jimmy Buffett kicks the can. You are nearby to a Margaritaville. You decide this is the perfect time to go offer our support and our patronage to this fine establishment.
You have to pay respects for the man. Like Jimmy Buffett, I don't know how he did it, but he made vibing on a beach his career.
Yes.
You have to respect that. So few people do that.
So you and 14 other fiends.
I mean, it might have been closer to like 9 other fiends. It might have been 10 of us. I don't really remember, but it was a pretty large group.
9 to 14 other fiends decided, and you decided you were gonna take your asses to Margaritaville.
Yes.
Oh.
So you say this is like a poorly reviewed restaurant. So I'm assuming it wasn't like was it a packed place when you went?
There were some people there when we got there, but we got there at the end of the dinner rush, maybe like 8 or so, maybe 7.
So what? Okay,
And
so essentially,
the peak's always like 6.
Essentially, you and your fiends get in there, place a massive order, and the cook, who is only used to cooking for like maybe 2 people a day max.
It's a bit more than that. It's a restaurant, Jake. They do get large crowds. It's not like it's unheard of.
I was making a point, you fucking dick face. Fucking asshole.
You can go on if you'd like.
But so you get this, you give him this massive order, and then he quits on the spot because you put an order. You made this man quit on Jimmy Buffett's death day.
That's crazy. Well, what's crazy actually is that he waited like an hour, 30 minutes before finally deciding it wasn't worth it.
I kind of want to find this guy and get his story.
Yeah,
we gotta find
I do kind of wonder what the story is too, there. But I mean, we were there for like an hour and a half, and I doubt we helped, but I don't think it was just us. I think he just had a really rough day because it sounds like he was the only chef back then. Restaurants should have more than 1 or 2 chefs.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it was just a terrible job, and like today was just a bad day. That terrible job, and you just quit.
Oh, terrible job, you think?
But don't worry, don't worry, Margaritaville, they did offer us some complimentary beverages of alcoholic variety. Funnier that a meal is gonna be like 2 hours late. So it did work out.
How
in the
was
end.
the food?
Yeah, how was the
Yeah,
food?
you know, it's what you'd expect.
Was
I
it,
got the
And how
cheeseburger in
expensive
paradise when
was
I
the
went.
food?
was it worth the wait?
Honestly, no, but it's worth it for the Margaritaville experience.
Yes, that is certainly what you got.
So where's
Yeah.
the where's the nearest where's the nearest
I want to say it's in Buffalo now. Is it one in Buffalo?
Ugh. God damn it.
The good one's down in like. Where is the good one? I'm sure there's a good one in Florida, but I think the real nice ones in I don't know where the nice one is. I'm gonna give it a Google. Margaritaville locations. No, not the hotel. I want the actual restaurant.
Sorry, there's a Margaritaville hotel?
Yeah, hotel resort.
oh, even better,
Uh,
there's a Margaritaville cruise.
Yeah, the top rated one's in Key West. No surprise there. And the next big rated one's that one in the Yucatan, which I'm sure is one you went to and then was like, this is too expensive and left.
They
Makes sense.
goddamn
Makes sense.
gentrified the Margaritaville.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. They can't keep doing this shit.
They can't
So that's
keep
my
getting
margarita
away
story.
with this.
And that's my car wash story. And
Margaritaville story /
I'm trying to end this on a nice note that ties us together. I haven't got one.
All right, great.
that ties it all
Fantastic. Well,
perfectly.
thank you for that, Dominic. And I think now, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for some closing statements here.
Hell yeah.
So, Sam, you want to work your magic?
All right.
All right. Well, if it's such a bother, fuck. It's always such a production with you. This is your idea.
It was. You're correct. You're correct. I guess I just gotta lower my standards. Okay. Margaritas, cruise ships, touching your phone with your nose, um, social security numbers, and identity theft. Listen, I think we attach a little too much weight in enjoying ourselves in this late capitalist society, to the point where we start spending exuberant amounts of money for vacationing. And if there's one thing that I learned from Robert's cruise situation is that you do not need to fork over thousands of dollars to have a good time. Because the true enjoyment is in the little things, like being eviscerated at ping pong, or 6-7 kids saying 6-7 behind you constantly, or going through a car wash, or giving a chef trauma and forcing him to quit his job that he probably needs. Enjoy the little things. That is my message to you, listeners of the Collective Stupidity podcast. And I love you. And that's it. That's my closing statement.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Sam. That was very touching. Robert,
Appreciate
would you
it.
like to give us an equally touching closing statement?
Next time on the Cruise Chronicle trilogy. Fuck, a breakdancing chef lets my food burn on a stove.
I thought that was part of this chat. Wait, there's more? They did more? They did more.
A propeller plane
Okay,
almost
I guess
falls
we
out
don't
of the
get an
sky.
answer. I guess they walked out on his food twice. I'm assuming.
And running across Philadelphia International Airport.
Running across Philadelphia.
Nice.
Next week on Collective Stupidity.
You know, get hyped, people. Get hyped.
I mean, I'm hyped. Are you guys not hyped?
I'm
gonna
fucking
triple you.
ecstatic.
I can hear it in
I'm
your
so
voice.
great right now. I'm so fucking great.
So true. So true. Dominic, would you like to give us just do your thing,
Absolutely,
man.
Jacob.
I
I
don't
would be
really...
honored. I would be honored to have this experience with you.
Uh-huh.
I would be
It's my
honored.
first time, Dominic. Be gentle, please.
Oh.
I'll go easy. I'll go easy. Dear listeners of this podcast, if you happen to I don't know, run across someone's social security number while doom scrolling with your nose on your phone on Instagram, and you would have, I don't know, happened to sell that number in exchange for money. If you would send that money in our direction at our email, collectivestupidity@business.gmail, that way I can buy my own car wash that uses more efficient dryers and more bubbles. To be honest, I like the bubbles; they're quite nice. That way I can have a nice clean car when I go to Margaritaville. I would be, I would say happy, but actually I'd be quite concerned because what the hell are you doing with your life at that point? Let us know in the email you send, and I am the car wash.
Yep, collectivestupidities@gmail.com. I don't even know what I lost track of that. Like about like 15
I've been
words
trying
ago,
to hit all the major food groups of this episode, my closing statements, and it's not really working, to be honest.
I can, we can tell. It's okay. We still love you, though, Dominic. We still love you.
Buddy.
We still love you.
We know. We can tell. You're flying like a fish out of water. We can tell.
We still love you.
Thanks, bud.
But my closing statement, it's a topic of grave importance, actually. Have you guys ever seen Joe Rogan with hair?
No.
No.
Oh, I have, actually.
Have you guys ever seen this man with hair? That's Joe Rogan with hair. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up?
No. What?
We should.
This is not Joe Rogan. Are you kidding me?
That is Joe Rogan. That is Joe Rogan with hair.
Joe Rogan with hair.
That is Joe Rogan with hair. Isn't that fucked up? Shouldn't we do something about that?
Oh my god!
Shouldn't we do something about this?
Oh my god, it is Joe Rogan.
We should do something about this. We should kill him with hammers or something. This shouldn't be allowed to happen again. Am I right?
We should shave his skin off.
Why are we trying to kill Joe Rogan? Over hair? He had hair before.
Exactly. Doesn't it fucking look awful and weird as shit? Why are we allowing this?
Current?
No, it's not current. This is old Joe Rogan. Why he had hair at one point? Isn't it fucking weird?
You want to kill him for having
why
hair?
Are you not? Why are you like trying to understand the circular logic here?
Gents,
what the hell is your problem?
It actually gets. Here's an image of Joe Rogan from '98.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh my god! This
heavens!
He looks like Joey from fucking Friends.
Oh god!
Oh, I hate it.
With that shirt, he looks like he could be an uncle of mine. I mean,
my
goodness.
God, it's awful. We should kill Joe Rogan with hammers. Any objections?
Listen, it kind of sounds like you just want to kill Joe Rogan.
Any objections?
Yes. You only get one.
I thought not.